This country belongs to all of us. And the federal government, the presidency, must act fast.
Now, I want you people to understand the reason why I'm playing this video for you people to watch. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. Depending on where you are watching us from, you are welcome back to BMS channel. Here is the governor of Benue State, Governor Ortom. Now, if you can recall of what happened in Edo State, where there was a massacre of Fulani people, which they termed that they are hunters. Now, we saw the governor of Edo State going to Kano State in order to plead. In fact, we saw a video made by Arise Television, Rufai Oseni, telling the governor that what he did is very good by going to visit the people of Kano. Now, in fact, let me play that video for you people to watch so that you will understand where we are going with this video, with this statement by Governor Ortom.
Is to Governor Pebolo today. Governor Pebolo, you're quick to go to Kano. Yes, which is a good cause. But how about the people in Ikeke, in Uromi, that have been complaining of kidnap? When have you gone to see their family members? When have you gone to visit them? What have you done to bring them out of the kidnappers' den? Around Esan area, I got a message yesterday in Ikeke about somebody that says his mom is kidnapped. Have you gone to visit those families of those reeling from the scourge of the fact that the states that they trust for their security cannot provide security? What have you done to bring people out of the kidnappers' den? When the women went out to protest at first because of the scourge of kidnapping in Uromi, what did you do? Did you go visit the homes of these women and reassure them? People in Uromi that have been kidnapped, their lives too also matter in this country. Did you extend that hand to them? Your reassurances, did the government actually nip this crisis in the bud? So, as you go to Kano, Governor Pebolo, go to Uromi, go to Irua, go to Uboha, where they said they can hardly do anything, economic activities tampered with. Go to Ubiaja, go to Ikeke, where they just sent me a message that somebody was kidnapped the other day. Let it go across board.
Now, this is the video of Rufai Oseni telling the governor of Edo State when will he go and visit others that are being kidnapped. Now, what is happening today? I don't know if I will call this a retaliation that the Funanis are trying to retaliate what happened in Edo State. We saw a series of videos online where people are warning that Funanis are planning to reciprocate back what happens to them or to their people in Edo State. And early hours yesterday, we saw P2B with this tweet. The tweet which said, "An unending gory story in our land." I woke up this morning reading about yet another gory and deeply distressing report from Bukos, Plateau State. Entire family have again been slaughtered in yet another senseless attack. Children and pregnant women were not spared. 5 communities in Bukos, Mango, Tamiso, Danfo, Manguna, Huti, and Tadia have been left in mourning, forced to bury their loved ones in massive graves. How long will these killings, kidnapping, maiming, and criminality continue in our nation that is not at war? How long must we wait to act decisively and focus on this drastic situation that is crippling our nation? How many more must die before the government act for the people? We are now normalizing mass killings and mass burials as a way of life in our nation. Every Nigerian life is scared, whether in Edo State, Benue, Enugu, Borno, Anambra State, Ondo, or Plateau. Communities now live in fear and no longer have a livelihood either in their farm or in their markets without being killed, kidnapped, and maimed. Communities like Bokos in Plateau, Jato Aka in Benue, Ehamufu in Enugu, Ufuma in Anambra, and Aba Oibo in Ondo deserves government protection. We must end this grief and terror as this is becoming extremely unacceptable. The government and security agencies must ensure that these killings are stopped. Concrete steps are made to prevent future occurrences, and those arrested face the justice they deserve. My heart goes to the people of Bokos and others in various communities. No Nigerian should live in fear as the government must do what it takes to protect Nigerians. A new Nigeria is possible. This is coming from Peter Obi. Now, listen to the governor of Benue State and tell me what this governor is saying if it's not the truth of the matter.
This country belongs to all of us. And the federal government, the presidency, must act fast. Because time is going. From north, west, northeast, north central, southwest, southeast, south. There is general insecurity. And this is being prepared by herdsmen. I want to repeat again. I have made it a petition to the presidency and to all security agencies before that if they want peace, Mayet Yala must be arrested. These are people who have owned up. They have taken responsibility that they have killed, they maim, they rape, and do all sorts of atrocities. And yet their leadership is in Abuja, and nobody is confronting them. And until these people are arrested, when I talk, I was being castigated. I was being vilified. Nothing bad that was not said against me. I am this and that. But the reality is here. It is not just happening to Benue State today. It is happening to the entire country. Why is the federal government being silent about this Fulani man? When will the federal government come out and criticize and arrest herdsmen carrying AK-47? When are they going to do that? Are we second citizens in this country? What gives Fulani man superior to any other person, to a tip man? I am not their slave. A Benue man is not a slave to any Fulani man in this country. And so federal government must do this. At a point in time, the federal government came out with a policy through the police that even those with license, den guns, double barrel and pump action should surrender to police. How many times have the presidency come out to condemn that Fulani men are carrying AK-47 all over the place? This is not correct. We stand for justice, equity, and fairness. Whatever is happening to a Fulani man should also happen to any other person. That was why I called the federal government to license me and many others to have guns, to have AK-47 too. Because if I have my AK-47, a Fulani man is coming there, he knows that I have, and he has. Then we can fight each other. But you can't disarm me and arm a Fulani man. This is the point. So this is not right. The federal government is biased, is unfair. The failure in security is caused by federal government. This question of arresting those who oppose to Fulani men. I also heard about the press statement issued by the presidency when the governor of Ondo issued a 7-day ultimatum that the Fulani should leave the forest. The presidency came out swiftly and said that it is wrong for him to say that. But when people are killed in Benue, killed in Ondo, killed in Ekiti, killed in Taraba, killed in Jigawa, killed in Zamfara, killed in all these places by these herdsmen, and they come out. There is one Fulani social cultural organization called FUNA, who came out and claimed responsibility and said that they are going to do more. They will mobilize Fulanis from all over the place to come and take over Nigeria, that it is their ancestral land. Presidency did not say anything. But they quickly ordered the arrest of an activist who stood up to speak and to work against his people. What else will you do? When you see your people being killed, you see your people's farm being razed down, being eaten up by herdsmen, what else will you do as a patriotic person of that community? What else will you do? It's just the same thing. The World Terrorist Index have described Fulani as the 4th terrorist group in the world. But up to today, they have not cared, the federal government have not cared to declare herdsmen as terrorist organization. And they have gone further to form Mieti Allah, Cattle Hore, Mieti Allah, Cattle Breeders, Mieti Allah, this one, Funam, that one. And federal government is romancing with them. And federal government comes out to defend them. Anything, time something happens to them. But when they cause pains in the lives of other people, federal government will keep quiet. Federal government have gone ahead to ban iPod. Why can't they ban? What did iPod do that they went ahead and banned them? This one that Fulanis are taking over everywhere under the watch of the presidency, and they're not saying anything. What is the meaning of that? What are they trying to say? When you talk, they will come after you. Some people are afraid in this country to talk because if they come, EFCC will come after them. ICPC will come after them. Security agencies will come after them. They did that to me. And I went to court against them and I won. They did that to me. They tried to impeach me. But by the grace of God, I survived. So these are the issues. So why do you need to go and talk of that man must be arrested? How about the Fulani men that killed people, remove people's eyes, give people gradual killing? Have you made any attempt to arrest them? All these things are all over the place on social media. And that is why I'm calling on Mr. President to act fast. Otherwise, it will be late. And all of us will be consumed. We may wake up one day and we'll discover that we don't have a country called Nigeria again. And the only way to do it is for our leader, the president, to come in and act fast.